a king would have started. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream.
As I promised you, we'd have the artist in studio, and he's here right now. We're talking about the artist who goes by the name of Nesbeth, the man who up on MTV, and I have to highlight this right now, MTV. Iggy Azalea say that he is, let me quote her, a Jamaican artist that is keeping the roots reggae alive in commemoration of Bob Marley's legacy. Now, just to mention a few things, if you haven't figured out some of his great work, some of his great achievements, he has hits like Boardhouse, Old Gangali. I mean, everybody know Old Gangali and Boardhouse, Guns Out, many more tracks. And now this one, a big hit, My Dream, is doing its works in the street right now, and we have the artist to talk about this and more things. Nesbeth, welcome. So let's backtrack a little bit, talk about how you started out first of all. Let's start out in music.
Basically, Nesbeth is from the inner city, Arnett Garden, Trenchtown. I grew up in Kingston 11, 12 and 13. 11 which is Waterhouse region, 13 Maxfield Avenue, and 12 Trenchtown, Arnett Garden. And I grew up with my mom from an beginning and attending Charles Smith Comprehensive High School. As you would have known that anybody will come from Trenchtown region have music in a them.
Yeah.
And I like a them in a music in a them. When I'm like going to school, I used to knock the desk, which is common.
Yeah, I mean most Jamaicans.
Artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, and beat the desk and all of them thing there. But after even the little session, that desk beating session there in school, you know, I realized that, you know, days after, some of my friends them always I said, no, Nesbeth, you're the best, you're the biggest, yeah, you can make it musically and all of them things. But I never really take them serious because that was something that
you just enjoy doing it. Yeah.
Enjoy doing it and all of them things. But you know, so when you're living at the inner city and you definitely want something good, because you know, band comes see nothing. As you know, the inner city is where the less fortunate gather together, not by choice. So as an ambitious person, I know that I would have to do something with my life.
Talk to us about last year, you released an EP.
Do enough to take me to Europe. Let's just say it that way.
No, you see how humble he is. It do enough to take me to Europe.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, as you have already stated earlier on, that a number of people know Boardhouse, Bundong, Guns Out and those tracks. You know, those tracks are some depressing tracks. When you listen to them, they are just being as real as ever. And, you know, when you listen to the wording, in it, even though it is really tragic, I am still saying, you know what, I'm going to rise above that. And I'm encouraging all the people that is going through any situation, you know, of such, can just, you know, feel a vibe and the energy there, right?
When listening to My Dream, I'm wondering, is it that you're saying that this is where you want it to be all along, or are you thinking about getting somewhere else? What is My Dream about? Talk to me about that.
My dream is to live my dream. Ever so often we heard about my dream from ever since. And it was always, you know, have a dream, have a dream.
Have a dream.
But the other part of it was not told. So living your dream is as important as having a dream. So, as you say, if I reach where I reach, listen, I said my dream is to live my dream. I never made mention what my dream is. I said my goal is to reach my goal. I never made mention.
Right.
One of the main reasons why I don't do it is because some people think bigger than some. So I don't want to be thinking that my goal, my dream is to get an aeroplane, and because your dream is to get a bicycle, you feel less of a person. So I just leave it there. All I am saying is that just have a dream, and whatever the dream is, just live it. When I remember where I'm coming from to where I'm at right now, it is way, way important for me to even tap myself on the shoulder saying that, you know what, I have to applaud myself and whoever has contributed to Nesbeth to reach where I'm at. It's useless trying to reach to a higher heights, not acknowledging where you at and where you're coming from.
So I respect that kind of thought. I mean, not every artist, as a matter of fact, put out this kind of positive music. And you put the spin on it, which I really like when you say that some dreams are bigger than some, and you don't want nobody to feel less of a person or have less of a dream. So you keep it general and say, yeah, well, go on. My dream, your dream, just sit like a dream,
yeah, man,
and just live your dream.
Most definitely, and the song itself even make mention of people that, you know, tend to close, like, you know, try to bar your way, because you have people like that, naturally like that. It's like to open the door for you to reach somewhere, it's not gonna cost them, but yet still they don't want you to get there based on who they are. the character that they stand for. So I am like, sometime when I really look back on where I'm coming from, there were dark times. So I'm not gonna just come sing and feel happy and
everything
to make
good.
it look like it was all that. Even though those detractors help to boost my energy in going forward, it's not nice having them to deal with.
Let's talk about making the track and the inspiration.
All right, the track and making the track. I just came back from Europe about a month in September, and on my way to Europe, before I head on, before I board the plane, there was all the media. It was in the media saying that Nesbeth is gearing up to go to Europe, because it was my first time heading into Europe, and all of that. And the EP was highlighted, the Taste Victory and all of them things. But so the people was like, getting what is up, all the information about the latest thing. And so when I get to Europe now, doing my first show in Germany, and I've gone to Belgium, the Reggae Guild and all of that, we keep the people posted, because it's useless being the people artists and closing the door.
And they want to see, and they want to know.
And we keep them posted. So it's like coming back to Jamaica now. What is it that you have now, Nesbeth, that you want to tell the people about? Are you just going to come back to Jamaica and say, yeah, I was in this flight, and take two pictures, two monumental place and all of that? So I was thinking of doing something different. So I went to Tough Gang Studio, and I called in Kirkledove, and that's a drummer that beat drum for Berry Salmon, and some other musician, we tour extensively, so it's rarely you find them in Jamaica. So we decided to, all right, you have a deal that beat down. So it was 2 songs. I had gone there with 2 songs and then beat them to play the beat for the first song, but that was like an inner box thing. We know Nesbeth is right here, so this is what we're gonna play for Nesbeth. Okay. So I allowed them to have their own way. Their own way. But and even though that song, I think, it worked in a way, whereas a job works. Because after I lay that song, I'm come back again now and I say, all right, I'll put back Nesbeth over here. So I say, no, but I will something there. I say, yeah, I may not know which direction to tell you to play the beat to, but I know that I want something that is different. And them say, but this all right. I say, no. And then play to about 10. And the drummer then I beat the drum until me hear something and say, see that I want? And that was this track at this moment. And from there, the rest are history. I produce it, but I produce it for my company, Entertainment Soul. Nesbeth Reggae across the board. So it's Nesbeth Reggae from my website, Nesbeth Reggae Twitter, Nesbeth Reggae Instagram. And like my contact number is 396-9041.
Nesbeth, respect. We got to run to the sports now. But we'll catch up with you again and when you go on the next tour and come back.
Make sure you have a dream, and make sure you live your dream too.
This is my dream. Radio. News Out 93 FM. We so forward. Don't move.